Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to American River College, Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. It is a beautiful day here for some afternoon Big 8 Conference baseball between the hometown American River College Beavers and the Modesto Junior College Pirates. The Pirates come in with an overall record of 23-10. They are 13-6 in Big 8 conference play. Now, they'd lost 4 straight before beating the Beavers on Tuesday in a 6-4 matchup, which was competitive until the very end, and they will come out here trying to make it 2 in a row against the Beavers, who are 9-25 and 3-16 in conference. Tyler Moore on the mound for the Beavers. It is a beautiful day, although Mackenzie, the scoreboard operator, has already put her sweatshirt on after complaining how hot it was. So it's that kind of day. Stones McCoy behind the cameras right now. Chris Toy lurking around somewhere. He'll take over when it gets, when it gets harder, when Stones can't handle it anymore, and Chris will take over. 79 degrees. What is our alleged, what does it feel like? That's what I always care. It feels like 78. I knew it got cooler. There you go. Not much wind here. About 3 or 4 miles an hour, gusts up to about 5 or 6, and we are ready for some baseball. Let's take a look first at the lineup, the hitting lineup for your Modesto Junior College Pirates, and this is a team that hits over 300, batting average of 308, 28 home runs, and of those 28 home runs, 15 of them, the first 3 hitters, Hart, Contreras, and Campbell. Wheelwalk at 386. Landon Nunez, you see in the number 6 hole, he's batting at 371. So that's the team that Tyler Moore will have to go up against. A team with, as we said, 28 home runs, averages just under 9 runs a game and an on-base percentage of .433. So a formidable task. Now, in Tuesday's game, the Beavers lost at 6-4. The Beavers pitchers only gave up 7 hits in that game, but they did walk 8, and they put that many runners on base. The Pirates able to eke out the 6-4 win. So let's get started with this one. Just about ready to go now. The umpire turned around and told us to get started 3 times before Matt Pearson, the PA guy, got to his job. So I think he's a little bit upset with us, but we'll try to soldier on. Logan Hart will start us off, then Paul Contreras and Bryce Campbell for the Modesto Junior College Pirates. Hart out of Turlock, California, hitting at .331, and his first pitch from Moore is a ball. Tyler Moore, 1-5 on the season, 45 2/3 innings, 44 strikeouts, and 19 base on balls, an ERA of 5.32. His next pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Hart. 3 home runs, 38 runs batted in for Logan Hart. You're going to get some high numbers with a team that averages almost 9 runs a game. Swing and a miss off speed pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hart. Left-handed hitter out of Turlock. Turlock High School, which I can't start talking about mascots now because Stones is not into that, but when Chris takes over, we can do that. Big chopper out towards second base. Jaden Reynolds waits for it. Over to first for the out, and Logan Hart is retired 4-3, giving us a chance to take a look at the defensive alignment for your American River College Beavers. We got Nick Golden in the left, Babada in center, Wyatt Winalski out and right. It's Griffiths, Eels, Reynolds, and Morrell across the infield. Behind the plate, the sophomore Duncan Hansen, and on the mound is Tyler Moore, and he will face Paul Contreras, hitting a nifty .346 on the season. Paul's out of Salida, California. Went to Gregory High School in Modesto. He chops that one over the mound. It's going to be a tough play for Eels. He gets it, guns it to first, and it gets by Morrell at first base, hits the fence, and comes back. And I think that's going to be an infield hit, as I believe that Contreras would have beat that one out, even if the throw had been on target. So we'll give Contreras the hit first of the game. He's at first base. Tough play by Darren Eels as he's playing deep at shortstop, and that one chopped over the pitcher's mound. It'd bring up Bryce Campbell. Bryce at .278, also a half dozen home runs for Bryce. Also from Turlock, California. We led off with Hart, who's at 6'3", Bryce Campbell, and kudos to the baseball roster that I've been furnished. Is at 6'4". We've got heights, high schools, and all kinds of good stuff. That one is in there for a strike. Now there was one last week, I think, that just gave you the weights and didn't give you the heights, which was kind of curious. It was, you try to match the player to the weight, and some of them didn't work. Moore's 0-1 pitch. That is also in there for a strike, 0-2. Jacob Coe is on deck, the cleanup hitter for Alex Leach and the Modesto Junior College Pirates, having a very good season at 23-10. In the runner-up spot, there goes the runner. Swung on and missed. The throw to second by Hansen is going to be just a little bit too late. Going and standing up is Contreras. But the strikeout on Bryce Campbell is the second out of the inning. And Jacob Coes will be the hitter. 323 for Jacob. 2 home runs. 2 home runs, 26 runs batted in for Coes, who's out in left field for the Pirates today. Left-hander against the right-hander, Tyler Moore. First pitch is in there for a strike. Coe is a freshman, also 6'3". These guys be a pretty good hoops squad. So far, what we have seen. I don't think their basketball team was this tall. I was fouled out of play, so it's 0-2. Ripon Christian High School for Jacob Coes. Ripon Christian is in Ripon, California. Thank you, Stones. Well, when are you going to take a break? Swung on and missed. Going to picked up by Hansen. He gets it down to Jake Morrell. Good inning for Tyler Moore. He strikes out 2, gives up 1 infield hit. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Pirates, nothing. The Beavers coming to bat.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of the first, no score here so far between Modesto and American River College. The Beavers coming up against Christopher Nino, the pitcher for Modesto. He's 5-1 in the season, 40 innings pitched, 38 strikeouts, 14 walks, an ERA of 5.63. He'll be facing a lineup of Beavers that starts off with Brett Griffiths, who is hitting a very respectable 363 on the season and 30 runs scored. Jose Vega came in about midway through the season. He's taken over, hitting 383 and driving in 15 runs. And Jade Reynolds has been tough all season long in the cleanup spot at 357. Darren Eels leads the team with 4 home runs. So it'll be Griffiths, Golden, and Vega starting it off against Christopher Nino. Right-hander. He is out of Benjamin Holt Academy in Stockton, California. Brett's a sophomore from Jesuit, 363. He has scored 30 runs. He's driven in 17. Started getting hot right about the beginning of the league season, and he has been fantastic ever since. Takes that one in the dirt for a ball. Carson Kripe behind the plate for the Pirates. We'll go over their alignment here after Brett Griffiths at bat. 1-0. Nino from the windup. Popped up out of play. Tie it up at 1-1 strike. Nick Golden on deck, then Jose Vega. Jaden Reynolds hitting in the cleanup spot as he has for about the last couple of weeks, and then Darren Eels follows him up at number 5. Chopper down third, but foul as Coach Doug Jumale looks at it, says, I'll go get that, and he moves just fast enough that he can't get it and someone else has to go get it, which is a tremendous old man move. Not to say Coach Jay is old, but that's an old man. Okay, you're right, Stubbs. Jay's old. I mean, come on. 1-2. We do love Coach Jay. He is old. That's ball 2. He was the first coach we ever met when we came on campus 2 years ago. 3 years ago. Well, 3 baseball seasons, but only 2 years. Okay, don't get technical with me. It was 2022. Almost chases it, but he lets it go 3-2. From Nino, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Only 14 walks in 40 innings for Christopher, making his 9th start of the season for the Pirates. Fouled out of play to the right. Onto the nature area out there. It's a lovely area out there to go, take walks through. Watch out for all the wild animals and stuff. And the turkeys. And probably some of the local citizens. That's ball 4. Good job by Brett Griffiths. Nice at bat. He takes the base on balls. He'll go down to first base. Well, he won't. He'll trip and then get down to first base. Now you got Coach Jay doing that over there, and then Brett's looking like me going down to first base when I'm walking through the house in the morning. And here comes Nick Golden. 240 on the season for Nick. He has driven in 6 runs, moved into that left field spot. He has had a few sacrifices lately. He's going to sacrifice. He bunts it right back out in front. Nobody's going to pick it up. Nino just didn't go after it, and no one else did. He might have thought it was a foul ball, but there was no movement for anybody. Campbell at second base said, I'll have to go get it, I guess. Gives us a chance, Stones, if we can, to look at their defensive alignment. Coes, Contreras, and Hart in the outfield. Aaron Martinez at third, Nunes at short, Campbell at second, Dylan Fuller over at first. Behind the plate, Carson Kripe, and on the mound, Christopher Nino. So it's a base hit for Golden. All he wanted to do was drop a sacrifice, and nobody wanted to pick it up. It's like when you leave something on the stairs and everybody walks by it and nobody wants to pick it up and take it upstairs and put it away. It happens all the time. Let's see what they're doing with Jose Vega now. Hitting at 383. And that one's on the inside corner from Nino for a strike, 0-1. Jose, a home run and 15 runs batted in. He's a he's a freshman out of Highlands High. Lines that one foul right at Coach Jay. Coach Jay, he's been very busy down there already today. Off-speed pitch from Nino, and Jose was all over it, but couldn't keep it fair. Outfield straight away for Jose, medium deep. Not much of a breeze. We saw, I think, 3 home runs the last game we were here, which is more than we'd seen all season long. Vega takes a ball, 1-2. Golden at first, Griffiths at second. Nobody out here, bottom of the first. 1-2 on Jose Vega. He takes call, strike 3. So the first one wasn't quite there, but the second one right where the umpire liked it. So Jose Vega is out on strikes, and it'll bring up Jaden Reynolds. Jaden at 357. He's driven in 16. He scored 22. He was 2 for 4 in the game on Tuesday and drove in a run. Brett Griffiths was 4 for 5 in the game on Tuesday and drove in a run. But here's Jaden Reynolds, freshman out of Bella Vista. Left-hand hitting second baseman up here with runners at first and second. Takes that one a little bit high, so it's 1-0. Darren Eels to follow. A team that hits as well as the Pirates. Obviously, you want to put as many runs up on the board, and Beavers getting a good chance here in the top of the first, or bottom of the first. Reynolds swings and misses at that one. 1-1 now on Jaden. That one's in the dirt, nicely blocked by Kripe. Keeping the runners at first and second and putting the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Our penultimate broadcast here. We'll be back here next Friday for the final game of the regular season. The Beavers take on Santa Rosa. That's popped up. Coming in the center fielder, going out the shortstop Nunes. The center fielder comes in and nobody can find it. It didn't look like, but Contreras ends up catching it in short center field. So Reynolds flies out to Contreras in short center field. 2 outs, 2 on, and here's Darren Eels. Darren hitting 198, sophomore out of Bear Creek High School in Stockton. Has scored 25 runs. He's driven in 21, and be a shame for the Beavers to waste the 2-on, no-out situation they had here. But Nino comes back, gets the strikeout, gets the fly out, and now it's up to Darren Eels. He fouls that one into the nature area, deep into the nature area, where I don't know. I'm not going to recommend you go in that deep. No, you need a guide over there. Maybe one of those guys on the bicycle that goes and gets the foul balls with the orange or yellow jerseys. Yeah, have those guys take you in there. Eels takes a fastball, probably the hardest ball that Nino's thrown all inning. It's a little bit too high. 1-1. All part of the intricate framework we have here at American River College. All these people doing all these different things. Eel swings and misses. Breaking pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's teamwork and the dream work or whatever they say. That's what they say. I don't really care for that, but it's pretty true. Takes a village and all that stuff. Outside, that ball gets away, so we've got both runners moving up as Griffiths was taking off on the pitch. It's a wild pitch. He moves into third. At second base now is Nick Golden, and Eels with a 2-ball, 2-strike count and a couple of runners in scoring position for the Beavers here in the bottom of the first. Nice crowd out here. They're sunning themselves. Modesto bringing up quite the fan contingent from the 209. Check swing, and he went, and that's going to be strike 3. Darren says, can you ask somebody? Anybody, I don't care, but no, we're not going to get it. He is out on strikes. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the top of the second. Beavers nothing, Pirates nothing.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the second inning. It is no score here. Tyler Moore goes out. He will face Aaron Martinez, Landon Nunez, and Titus Wheelock, the first 3 hitters for the Pirates, who had an infield single and a couple of strikeouts in the top of the first inning. Martinez hitting at .339. Again, the batting average for the Pirates over 300 at .308. But they had lost 4 straight before beating the Beavers on Tuesday, and one of those was against Santa Rosa. They lost that one 20-15. So they still put the runs up on the board, and then they lost their last game before this series to Sierra 9-7, a makeup game. So they scored, 22 runs in 2 games and didn't get a win in either one of them. It wasn't the bats that let them down. As Martinez takes inside for a ball, 1-0. She said .339 for Aaron out of LeGrand, California, LeGrand High School. Swings and I tried to make it LeGrand, and it's really LeGrand. Are we going to go LeGrand or LeGrand? Let's call it LaGrange. A little easy top for you. Yeah. I'm sorry I got to RIP Dickie Betts. I got it. I'm sorry I don't like to take time away from the game, but, come on. I'm an old guy. That is down low for a ball, 2-1. If you don't know who Dickie Betts is, then, no, you don't say look him up. He's a member of the Allman Brothers, a tremendous rock band, Southern rock band from the 60s and 70s. And then they persevered, swing and a miss. I'm not saying that's all they were from, but Greg Allman, Dwayne Allman, and Dickie Betts were probably the 3 more focused ones. The ones that people heard about. Dickie passing away at the age of 80. In the dirt for a ball. 2-2 now. Make it 3-2. Umpire heard me say that and goes, no. He holds up 3-2. So I guess the reach of the network's getting a little bit, really, he's listening to it down there. 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply out to the left to short, picked up by Eels. He's got time across the diamond and gets him at first base. Martinez hit it sharply, but right at Darren Eels, moved a couple steps to the left, throws it across to Jake Morrell for the first out. Landon Nunez will be the hitter. in the number 6 spot. The shortstop batting at a very impressive 371 on the season. He's out of Oakdale, another 6'2" guy. Very tall team, this Modesto. Yeah, very tall, especially for you because you're not tall. You got to really feel dwarfed up here. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Nunez has a home run. He's driven in 20. Titus Wheelock is on deck. Swing and miss from Tyler Moore. One ball and 2 strikes. Or no balls and 2 strikes. Whatever. It's a beautiful day. You know, details. I told you, 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm a Gemini, okay? We can tell the pitch count. That's one thing. That's if you look on the astrological sign, it'll say able to forecast pitch count. 2-2. Have not seen any canines yet, Stones McCoy. It's a sweet umbrella you got over there. That's Modesto Junior College umbrella colors. Very nice. In the dirt again. So Nunez got behind in the count, depending on who you listen to, 0-2 or 1-2, and then has come back to get the second full count of the inning against Tyler Moore. Hit down to third base, picked up by Griffiths. Across the diamond, he gets him. So the left-handed Nunez hits a shot to third, but Brett takes it, throws it across to Morrell. 2 outs, and Titus Wheelock will be the hitter. He is the designated hitter for the Pirates today. Hits it at a 286 clip, also 3 home runs. He's driven in 28 runs. Right-handed hitter against Moore. That is down low for a ball. Out of Riverbank, California, another 6'2" guy. I think that's 6 out of 7 of their hitters they've had have been at least 6'2". Just a little bit too high to Titus. 2 balls and no strikes. Carson Kripe, the catcher, on deck. A diminutive 6'1" for Carson, so he probably feels inadequate a little bit. Two-0 from Moore to Wheelock. Swing and a miss by Titus. 2-1. Deep in center for Wheelock. Kind of a medium deep in left field and medium deep in right as well. Babada is very deep in center field. 2-1 pitch is chopped foul over the dugout on the third base side, so it evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very impressed by the array of photography equipment we see out here at these games. Is that the Modesto guy right there? He's got a very nice outfit. Of course, Jamil is over there just killing it. 2-2 pitch. It into the hole, but scooped up by Griffiths. Across the diamond to get him at first. Good defense on the infield by the Beavers right there. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second. Beavers nothing. Pirates nothing.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Fast flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of the second inning, Wyatt Winalski, it's Duncan Hansen, it's Jake Morrell against Christopher Nino, the right-hander with a 5-1 record for the Pirates. Gave up one of the most curious singles we've seen in a long time here in the bottom of the first inning to Nick Golden. I would call that defensive indifference on a bunt, which you never really see. You see that on steal attempts, but you don't usually see it on a bunt. But really, no one wanted anything to do with it. Didn't turn out to bother the Pirates. They came through with 3 outs in a row after 2 batters reached base for the Beavers in the bottom of the first. And here's Winalski at 232 wide with 1 home run, which we saw last week, which was a majestic shot to right field. Takes that one outside. He's driven in 9 runs, scored 20. The sophomore from San Juan High, San Juan Spartans. I know you didn't go there, Stones. That one is a little high, too. No, I say it because the Spartans were my mascot when I was in high school, and the school's not there. I think it's a library now, which is curious because I never went to the library when it was a school. That's a nice-looking fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nino from Benjamin Holt Academy down in Stockton, California. Part of the 209. And the way they divide the country up into different numbers. I don't know how that works. Another good-looking pitch, and that's on the outside corner. Evens it up at 2-2 on Wyatt Winalski. Takes that for ball 3. Teams will wrap up this series tomorrow down in Modesto. Next week it's Santa Rosa Junior College coming to town on Tuesday and Friday. We will not be doing the Tuesday game. We'll be over at the softball diamond, Becky Russ Field, and we'll be here on Friday. So we got 1 game with both disciplines left. That's a foul ball back to the screen. 1 softball, 1 baseball. That'll be next week. Stones McCoy won't be here for those of you who tune in just to hear his asides. He'll be in South Carolina because we want him as far away from California as possible, and that's the only reason. We all chipped in, got him a ticket. Popped up into center field. Contreras is going to come in, call for it, make the catch in right center field for the first down. 1 down, and Duncan Hansen to the plate. Duncan 1 for 4 with an RBI in the game on Tuesday, hitting now at 259. He's driven in 21 runs. The sophomore from Del Campo, which is a school that Stones McCoy went to. The Del Campo Cougars, home of Matt Barnes. And Dusty Baker, can't forget that. And yeah, we can forget the Stones McCoy part. Dusty Baker, Matt Barnes, no. They've had several other fine athletes there. I don't think they need to go down to you. That's a fastball. It's in there for a strike. Evens it up at 1-1. Ryan Stevens, tremendous manager for your Lincoln Potters, and over at William Jessup now, right? Is he softball or baseball? He's baseball over there. They're doing tremendous. Both teams, I think, are in the top 10 in the NAIA rankings. That's in there for a strike. Hopefully get Ryan Stevens out to the Potters and have him come up and share the mic for 1 game at least. The 1-2 pitch is down low for a ball, so it's 2-2. You want to subscribe to Stones Radio Networks on YouTube, so you get all Lincoln Potters baseball from the summer. It's a lot of fun out there at McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Not lovely like Sacramento, but lovely in its own way. Inside for a ball 3-2. I'll be around. Chris Toy will be around. The great Riley the engineer will be around. Stones McCoy will be lurking around. He will not be allowed access to the equipment, but he'll be out at the games. Tremendous time out there. Hit high to left field and hit pretty well. Goes back. He's going to be in front of the warning track and make the catch. So Hansen flies out to left, 2 away, and that'll bring up Jake Morrell, the first baseman. Jake hitting at .211 on the season, has a home run, is driven in 2. He's out of Whitney High School. Potter season starts, Stones tells me, on May the 24th. So you want to subscribe to Stones Radio Network's YouTube channel. Lincoln Potters baseball if you want to go that way, but Stones Radio Networks gives you so much more. There's a little number down the third baseline over the head of the third baseman. That's a fair ball. Goes into foul territory. Morrell's going to go. He's going to try for 2. The throw comes in. It's not going to be in time, and Jake's in there with a stand-up double. Perfectly placed like a drop shot down the left field line, and he will be on second base, and Marcus Babada comes up to the plate, the number 9 hitter, hitting a 140 on the season, 8 runs batted in, including 1 on Tuesday. So that's what Stones Radio Networks is doing in the summertime. We go out to Lincoln, we hang out, we do all the Lincoln Potters home games. Then we come back here next year. And that's basically what we do. Wash, lather, rinse, repeat, or something like that. I don't know. Bovada takes down low. I can't read the bottle. I can't read the shampoo bottles. It says, you rinse first, then you wash, then rinse, lather, rinse, just wash. Bovada pops it up. It's going to get out of play. Okay, so rinse, lather, wash, repeat. Well, yeah, but I mean when you lather, okay, I see, but lather, okay, I see what you're saying. You're getting all technical on me. Is it? 1 ball, 1 strike on Bovada. Morel at second base. Swing and a miss on that one by Marcus, also from Bear Creek High School. Oh, they're up by the press box dancing. Oh, yeah, dancing. Oh, I know. I probably know exactly who that is. Of course they are. Swing and a miss. Bovada's down on strikes. Third strikeout for Nino. As we go to the top of the third inning, Beavers nothing, Pirates nothing. Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause I
Generally,
know
Fine.
again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the third inning, Mark the Phantom Low here with you from Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. Chris Toy, thankfully, has taken over the engineering and cameraman duties from Stones McCoy, who went out to, I think, Chris, what'd you tell him to do? Go look for some equipment or something? You told him to go find an extension cord, and he said it was in a lock shed. And he said, well, why don't you wander around to see if somebody has the key? That's the thing you do to a kid when you want him to when you're trying to kill time, and my tip of the cap to you, my friend, for doing that. Make him feel like he's useful. Carson Kripe will start us off. He is the catcher. Then Dylan Fuller, top of the order, Logan Hart against Tyler Moore, who has struck out 2, given up 1 hit, an infield hit to Paul Contreras back in the first inning. Kripe at 301 on the season. He has 21 runs batted in. Takes that pitch in there for a strike. Carson out of Oakdale, California. Left-handed hitting catcher. Swinging a foul ball into the catcher's glove. 0-2 on Carson Kripe. Sophomore for the Pirates, who come in looking for win number 24 on the season and win number 14 in conference play. Entering play today, I think Delta leads the conference. They are 16-6. So they will be finishing up their conference duties this week and get a bye next week, and everybody else will try to catch up. That's lined into right field. That's a solid base hit. Cutting it off is Winalski. Backhands and he'll get it in as Kripe rounds first base with a solid hit to right field. The second hit of the day for the Pirates, and it'll bring up Dylan Fuller, the first baseman. Dylan, 268 on the season. He's out of Turlock. Went to Pittman High School. Brett Griffiths comes in. See, not sure if Dylan will try to lay one down to move Kripe over. Another left-handed hitter for the Pirates. Moore's pitch, and he shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's called the ball. So it's 1-0 on Dylan Fuller. He takes that one high, didn't show any inclination to bunt it, put the ball down. So it's 2-0 now on Fuller. 44 strikeouts and 19 base on balls for Tyler Moore, coming in 45 2/3 innings. He already has 2 strikeouts in this one. 2-0 pitches right down the middle, 2-1. Let's see if manager Alex Leach and the Pirates put the sacrifice back on. At 2 balls and 1 strike, Griffiths still up on the corner of the grass at third. Morrell holding the runner on at first base. Outfield deep and straight away there. Runner bluffs and the pitch is, I thought, in there, but it's ball. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Good looking pitch from Tyler Moore. And that one is high and outside. So 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the third. It'll bring up the leadoff man, Logan Hart, who grounded out to second base his first time up. And now the Beavers, Morrell and Griffiths, coming up on the corners, anticipating the sacrifice from Logan Hart. He does have 3 home runs, has driven in 38 runs, so a lot of pop in the bat for the leadoff man out of Turlock, California. Now Morrell moves behind the runner at first base. Shows bunt. Bunts it down the third baseline. A beautiful bunt. Griffiths picks it up. Guns to first base. They'll get him by a step. And Hart does exactly what he is supposed to do. He sacrifices the runners to second and third with just 1 out. And Paul Contreras coming to the plate. Contreras with the infield single his first time up. Came in at .346. 6 home runs and 34 runs batted in. 0 for 4 in Tuesday's game for Paul Contreras. And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound with the Beavers, and probably, I would think, to go over how they want to pitch Contreras or how they want to configure the defense with runners at second and third. Just the top of the third inning of this one. No score so far. Contreras from Grigori High School in Modesto. Reynolds in on the conversation, as was Darren Eels, Jake Morrell, and the catcher Duncan Hansen, and we are ready to go here. Bryce Campbell, the number 3 hitter, on deck. Now Morrell is up at first base, and up at third is Griffin. That's a ball. Nice block by Duncan Hansen. Got in front of that one, popped it up in the air, and caught it. 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield, pretty deep for Contreras. Golden in left, Babada in center, and Winalski in right. Right-handed center fielder, 1 ball, no strikes. High fly ball, short right field. Winalski coming on. Makes the catch. He's going to let it fly on the fly. Gets it to Duncan Hansen, perfectly placed, and the runners are forced to hold. So Contreras flies to right, to wide Winalski for the second out, and it'll bring up Bryce Campbell, who struck out back in the first inning. But he does have half a dozen home runs and 29 runs batted in a .278 batting average. Was 2 for 4 on Tuesday with a run driven in. And he steps in here. Campbell, the second baseman for the Pirates. Moore's pitch is outside, knocked down by Duncan Hansen again. 1 ball and no strikes. Beavers had the first 2 runners on to start the game in the bottom of the first. They were not able to push a run across. Pirates with the first 2 runners on in this inning. They've got him to second and third, but now 2 outs. And a 1-0 count on Bryce Campbell. Takes that one in there for a strike. 1-1. Jacob Coe's on deck, the cleanup man. High fly right field. Winalski's going to have to chase that one. It's in the corner. It is a fair ball up against the fence, and it bounces over the fence, so it's going to be a ground rule double. And 2 runs will score. Winalski's saying that the ball was foul. I thought it was tailing away. He's saying it was foul. Here comes in the second baseman, Jaden Reynolds, who's making the same claim. And now the coach, Julian, is going to come out. I don't think anybody else had an angle, though. The base umpire is out in the middle of the field. He doesn't really have an angle. I thought it tailed away. Chris Toy, you're my eyes and ears. What did you see?
I believe it tailed away as well. I didn't see. I mean, it was really close, but I didn't see it fair by any stretch.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But again, it's 350 feet down the right field line. And Campbell standing out at second base. He's got 2 more runs batted in, puts the season total to 31, and 2-0 in favor of the Pirates. And that'll bring up Jacob Coase. That's popped up out of play. Winalski had a long way to go after that one, but immediately he didn't put his hands up at first when the ball bounced over the fence to signify a ground rule double, because I think he thought it was a foul ball. And then he eventually did, and turned around and started yelling back toward the infield immediately. But what we have is a Campbell double and a 2-0 count, and a swing and a foul by Coase. Aaron Martinez will follow Jacob if the need arises. Coase with 26 runs batted in on the season. That ball just misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Coase with Campbell at second base. 2 runs in here in the third. For the Pirates, they lead 2-0. That's fouled off toward the left, off the screen, so it'll be tried again, 1-2. Moore gets the sign from Duncan Hansen behind the plate. 1-2 is chopped foul and reached out. Somebody in the dugout reaches out and makes a fine stab over there. Well done, Pirates. I think we'll have to make a list of the different, like the thesaurus for the Pirates. We got like Marauders or something like that. Buccaneers is a good one. Oh, we had one this season that we didn't. Corsairs. That's what it was, Corsairs. So there's a lot of Pirates, a lot of different kinds of names. I like Buccaneers. Buccaneers is good. Swing and foul ball in the catcher's glove for the strikeout. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Beavers trail 2-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of the order for the Beavers here in the bottom of the third inning. Chris Toy, I must not have thought that was a fair ball because I wrote 0 for the runs for the Modesto in my scorebook. So I guess somehow subconsciously. But as you and I discussed in the between innings, it's down there in the corner. Umpire was on it, looked down the line, signaled it fair right away. So that's the way we're going to go. It's a double for Campbell, and the Pirates lead it 2-0. Top of the order, Brett Griffiths, Nick Golden, and Jose Vega. Griffiths with the walk his first time up. Right-handed third baseman. Breaking ball's in there for a strike on the inside corner on 1. Brett at .363 on the year. He was 4 for 5 in the game on Tuesday, won by the Pirates 6-4. Takes that one for a ball. 1-1. I'm just a little perturbed, a little concerned about our friend McKenzie running the scoreboard. Hit sharply down to third, knocked down, picked up by Martinez across the diamond, and he got him at first base. Aaron Martinez with a stop of that hot smash and guns it over to Fuller at first base for the first out. It brings up Nick Golden, who got on a bunt single back in the bottom of the first, which you had to see to believe because he bunted it in front of the plate and no one cared. But if you threw a sacrifice and nobody cared. So he is 1 for 1, 240 on the year for Nick. First pitch by Nino is in the dirt. So you've got a relatively young woman over here, a tremendous water polo player. And it's 78 degrees out, and she's looking for more sweatshirts. I'm just concerned. Golden fouls it right back at us. Fortunately, there's a screen there because I think that might have got us. 1-1. One ball and one strike on Golden. Jose Vega to follow. The DH for the Beavers. Nick takes a fastball in there for a strike, 1-2. Two hits so far for the Beavers. The double by Morrell, the bunt single by Golden. Swing and a miss. Going to have to go down to first to make it official, but Golden is out on strikes. That's strikeout number 4 for Nino, who came in with 38 strikeouts in 40 innings. And here comes Jose Vega, who was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. Beavers had something going with 2 on and nobody out, and then Jose took the call, third strike, a fly out by Reynolds, and a strikeout of Eels. Ended that rally. Beavers had one base runner on with the Morrell double in the second, but couldn't score. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch, 0-1. Lifted that one foul to the right side, out of play. So quickly 0-2 on Jose Vega. Doesn't quite get to the nature area over there. I didn't see that. Oh, there's the guy. He is here with the bicycle to go get the foul balls in the fluorescent green shirt, yellowish green shirt. That's lifted out to center field. Contreras is coming on, still coming on. He's not going to be able to get there. That's a base hit for Vega. Just reaches out on the breaking ball and hits it to center field, and Vega is at first base with 2 outs. And Jaden Reynolds flied to center his first time, had 2 hits on Tuesday. He's batting .357 on the season for Coach Jay and the Beavers. He takes that fastball, good pitch by Nino. It's in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 on Jaden, the freshman out of Bella Vista. Darren Eels to follow if he can keep it going. He lifts that one into short left center field. That's in there for a base hit. And Vega's going to take a chance, take over to third base. He is in there. And it's first and third with 2 outs for the Beavers. 2 perfectly placed hits by Vega and Reynolds. And Jose with some good base running as Contreras was coming up on him, but that ball just died. And so Jose just kept on going. He didn't really need to slide at third, though, so I hope he's okay. Here's Darren Eels. Struck out back in the first inning. Had a hit on Tuesday. Darren at 198, 4 home runs. He's driven in 21 for the Beavers and scored 25. The sophomore shortstop up here with 2 outs and 2 on. Let's see if Reynolds is moving at first base. Eels takes a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. There goes Reynolds. Another breaking ball. The throw's going to go down to second base and not in time. And they're going to call interference on Eels on the throw. That's kind of ridiculous. And Coach Jay is not happy after we've got a foul fair call down the right field line in the top of the inning, and Eels is being called out for, I guess, not impeding the throw, and they just threw Coach Jay out of the game. And I kind of understand what he's upset about. He's hot, and that is a play that you don't see called. So Eels, really not much he can do after he takes the pitch and getting up to throw it. Now he's thrown out again. You can't throw a guy out twice. Can you throw him out for next game? I don't know if that's possible. I want to stay. Oh, I don't hope he didn't throw Darren out. We'll see. So all we have here is an old-fashioned brouhaha. Basically what happened is Eels is called out for interference on the steal attempt as the throw from Kripe went down to second base, and the ruling is he impeded him, but I don't really think he did, which doesn't matter now, and Coach Jay's going to get his money's worth, and he should. As a tough inning, logistically, if you want to say, or legally for the Beavers in that one, but bottom line, they are out, and we will go to the top of the fourth. Pirates lead this one 2-0.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the fourth inning from a suddenly very heated Beaver Field as Coach Jumlay thrown out. The word I'm getting from my people up here is that Willie Tatum was the other one that was thrown out, the sophomore first baseman who wasn't in the lineup today, and I think he was the first one to respond. We got music being played now that I don't think the umpire likes, and he's not happy. Oh, the PA has just been banned for the rest of the game. So now nobody knows who's going to be the batter or anything. So I guess, Chris, they'll have to come to us to get all the information. So I'm not going anywhere, dude. I just got thrown out. Chris, you got thrown out too. Okay, I'm not going to go anywhere. So we are all thrown out. Mackenzie, I think, was the catalyst. She's the one who got a sweatshirt on in here. I think she took a look at that, and that's not going to work. So I believe the home plate umpire threw out the players earlier, and it's the base umpire who responded. I didn't. Chris, turn yourself on there in a sense. What was the song that was played there?
It was our favorite old fairy tale, Three Blind Mice.
Three Blind Mice,
yes.
Okay. So the players, I think, are going to have to abdicate. There are players up here. And so good job by the Beavers assistant coaches in there to go in there and talk to the umpire and persuade him that Chris Toy really didn't have anything to do with it, and neither did McKenzie. But although the sweatshirt thing is really making it suspicious. So if we ever get back to action, let's see who's up. Oh, Aaron Martinez, of course. Aaron Martinez, Landon Nunez, and Titus Wheelock. So, Chris, come on back on. I think what we have is we had a situation. We talked about the fair foul down the right field line. I think we were all ready to let bygones be bygones on that one. The umpire makes the call. He makes the call.
We were. It was close. Wyatt had to go a long distance to make it. It was a tough play.
Yeah.
We take it as it is. It was a two-run double. It was well hit.
Then we have first and third, 2 outs. We have a steal by Reynolds from first. We have the batter, Darren Eels, was called out on a play that didn't seem to really affect the catcher at all, but he threw it down to second base and was not in time. Reynolds was going to be there easily, but the interference was called, and then kind of things blew up a little bit. And the Three Blind Mice, maybe the the frosting on top of the sundae or whatever you call it, the cherry on the sundae, perhaps was ill-advised.
Well, again, hats off. I know it's probably inappropriate, but hats off to whoever was that,
okay,
that made that
I'm
decision.
a professional. I cannot say that. You're a cameraman. You can say you're an engineer. You do that. So anyway, I'm still here. Matt Pearson's still here. Somehow Mackenzie's still here.
I know.
I have no idea how she's still here. No, I'm good, bud. I'm good. We're all. Now the fans wanting to take over. Am I that bad that you just want to come in? If you want to come on in, you can come on in. I'm always ready to have a co-anchor. But he does have a Dodger hat on. So,
He did have a Dodger hat on.
That's going to be a problem. All right, Aaron Martinez fouls it off, and we are ready to go back to action. As I was thrown out of the game, I was taken out of my job by a fan, and it's 1-1 as they snuck a pitch in while nobody was looking. Martinez grounded to short his first time up, hit it very sharply to the left of Eels, who roamed over and made the play. It's that one, right field, out of play. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in the dugout yelling, is that fair? Because that's what I would do. Because you just can't let things go. When you're a player, you have to. And then, yeah, the first, I'm sure they gave anybody else that chirps about anything, even if it's the weather, is going to be out of here. All this happened when Stones left. Hit sharply right at shortstop. Eels waits for it, collects it across the diamond, and gets him at first base. So Martinez is out same way, so he hasn't learned anything yet. Hit it really hard right at shortstop. And here's Landon Nunez, who hit it really hard to the third baseman his first time. So he is 0 for 1. Left hand hitting shortstop, hitting .371 coming in. Landon out of Oakdale, California. Which we do like Ryan Stevens would do when he was on the Potters and got thrown out. He'd come up and hang with us. Maybe Coach Jay will come up here. I don't know. I don't know if I want to, he might say something he'll regret later. I don't want to be a part of that. You've already come through and said that you approve of the song choice. I can't have that over the official airwaves. Thank you very much. Now, if you'd have played Blinded by the Light or something, you could have got away with that. Outside 2-0. You just can't be so overt is the problem. These kids today. Yeah. Or just anything by Third Eye Blind. There you go. See, that's what you do. Blind Melon would have been, no rain would have been good. You say, I'm just saying there's not going to rain. Come on. And I don't think the ump knows Blind Melon anyway. 2-1. It is very sunny, although Mackenzie again. I mean, I'm really worried about her. 2-1 pitch misses outside, 3-1. Can we get? Well, you've had some EMT experience. Maybe you want to check her out a little bit, check the vitals and stuff, make sure she's running on all cylinders. 3-1 pitch is popped up, out of play, I believe, down the third base line, 3-2. Color's good, attitude's bad. I mean, she was thrown out of the game, basically. I've never seen that. The guy threw out the entire press box. That was awesome. Titus Wheelock on deck. Just very impressive when you think about it. So the guy goes, okay, you're all out of here. Sharply to the right of second base. Reynolds moves over, tries to backhand it. It gets by him into center field for a hit for Landon Nunez. Fourth hit for the Pirates, and they'll send up Titus Wheelock, who grounded to third his first time up. Out of Riverbank, California, Enix High School in Modesto. Titus at 286 on the season, 3 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Runner at first and 1 out. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Mark the Phantom Low still here with you, along with Chris Toy. There's a foul ball off of Titus. Mackenzie, Matt, everybody. That's it. We used to have a population of about 8. Half of them got thrown out. We refused. Although Mackenzie was already out the door. Okay, as long as I get paid, if I have to stay in 3 innings, that's fine. That's fine. How are you going to keep the score if there's no scoreboard operator? She has a very important job for the fans out there. Swinging a miss off-speed pitch. You come to the game and you say, What if you show up in the bottom of the fourth, you go, what's the score? Oh, the scoreboard operator got tossed. So, I mean, you don't see that all the time. Well, that's okay. I'll go check it out on YouTube. Well, I'm sorry. Well, then who's batting? That guy's out too. The first ever PA guy. And there goes the runner. Hit well into right center field. Winalski's giving chase. Still giving chase. He's not going to be able to get it. It one hops over the fence. It'll be a ground rule double for Titus Wheelock. So Titus got into that one, hit it to right center. Winalski was on his horse after it, but just couldn't catch up. And we've got second and third now. And one out, and I'll bring up Carson Kripe, the catcher who singled to right field his first time up. Hitting in the number 8 spot. Carson's hitting .301 coming into the game. He's from Oakdale as well. Left-handed hitter.
They played, so the umpires made a bad call because they said that the guy was...
One out, 2 on. Meaning the infield is in for the Beavers. Kripe hits a ground ball right at first baseman Morrell. He's going to look him back, go step on the bag, and couldn't have worked out better right there for the Beavers. As Kripe is out with 2 outs, but it brings up Dylan Fuller, the first baseman, who the number 9 hitter got a walk his first time up. He's got 2 home runs, and he's got 14 runs batted in. He's out of Pittman High School in Turlock. Nunez at third, Wheelock at second. 5 hits now for the Pirates as we are in the top of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss. I shouldn't have said swing. I guess it was a check swing. I don't want to get on the wrong side of umpire, because he may be watching this later tonight and then call me up and eject me and say, look, dude, yeah. I did not play the song. That was not me. The guy who played the song is still here. That's the crazy thing. That's out high and outside for a ball. Allegedly. That's a very good point, Chris. He went straight for the PA announcer, threw him out, and then threw out the entire press box. I think he said, and you too, McKenzie. Did he? I thought he did. He did. He texted her. That is in there for a strike, 1 and 2. Let's see. I think it's 1 and 2. I think the first one was a strike. Yeah, it is 1 and 2. First one was called a strike, a swing. Logan Hart, top of the order on deck, but the big hitter right now is Dylan Fuller here in the top of the 4th. Nunez at third, Wheelock at second. 1-2 pitch. Just a little bit high, 2 and 2. So we've had 2 ejections from the Beavers dugout. We had several people ejected from up here. Well, they weren't ejected. They were just told to get out of here. They're grounded to the first base line. They had to go down and sit in the dugout, which I don't think is much better because those guys were miscreants. They're going to go ahead and start yelling. Yeah. They were not. they were definitely troublemakers up here. Good kids, though. Love them. Great kids. Yeah, spirited kids. A lot of fight in them. A lot of spirit. A lot of gusto. Joie de vivre, as we used to call it. No, actually, we never said that. Nobody ever said. Well, when I was growing up in Paris, or Lyon. I came up in Lyon, France. 2-2 pitch coming up. Check swing, misses outside. Good job by Fuller as he was thinking about going after that one. Missed the outside corner. Runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's a K9 on a walk, but it's not really at the game. And he's not really much of a K9, too. He's probably like 6 pounds. Oh, I like him, though. He is sitting down there. High left center field, giving chase. Babada still giving chase. Gets over there and makes a beautiful running catch in left center field. Marcus Babada saves 2 runs for the Beavers. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pirates to lead this one 2-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Bottom of the fourth inning, I was chatting with my friend, the fan out here, who is, I think we're of like ages, and I think that's why we've hit it off so well. Bottom of the fourth, Winalski will start us off. Well, I hope Wyatt had something to say, about the foul ball earlier, but that one is lost now. I mean, that's a clean double, no problem. But happening since then, resulting in Coach Jumale being ejected. Willie Tatum, that's what I was told Willie was. I saw Coach Jumale. I was told that Willie was as well. The press box cleared of all extraneous personalities and almost cleared of the PA announcer, which would have been awesome. And us. Oh, man. High fly ball center field. Contreras almost in his tracks out there. Makes the catch for the first out. Winalski flies to center for the second straight at bat. One down here in the fourth, and Duncan Hansen will be the hitter. Duncan hit the ball well right in front of the warning track back in the second inning. It was retired. Coe's making the catch out there in left field, so he is 0 for 1. Duncan up to 259 on the season with 21 runs batted in, the sophomore from Del Campo High School. Nino's first pitch is a fastball too high. Christopher with 4 hits allowed over the first 3 and the third. He has struck out 4. That's a nice-looking fastball in there for a strike. Beavers had 2 runners on in the first and 2 runners on in the third and couldn't push anybody across. Pirates scored their 2 in the third on a 2-run double by Campbell. Hansen takes high and outside. 2-1. Check swing, it's down in the dirt, 3-1. I got to go home today, Chris, and explain to my son, who I always tell him you got to maintain a, even keel and don't get in people's face. I got to tell him I was thrown out. It's going to be, ball 4 for Hansen. But in true American Revolutionary War fashion, I refused. I stayed my ground. I threw T in the harbor, and I stood my ground. And now here we are still in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jake Morrell, who dropped a double down the left field line his first time up here with a runner at first and 1 out in the fourth. Jake, a sophomore, left-handed hitter. Nino's pitch is hit well to right field, giving Chase his heart. He's not going to get it. That one is out of here. Jake Morrell just left the yard, and this game is tied at 2. And he also almost broke the record for the fastest home run trot I've ever seen. He just got all over that fastball and drove it over the right field fence, and this game is tied. And somewhere Coach Jay is smiling as Morrell has his second home run, RBIs number 3 and 4. We are tied at 2, and it is Marcus Babada's turn, who just made an excellent running catch in left field in the top of the inning to save a couple of runs for his pitcher. Struck out back in the first inning, his only plate appearance, so he is 0 for 1. That is down low for a ball. Much like Wyatt Winalski's in the last game we did, left-handed hitting home run, just drilled it over the right field fence. No doubter from the word go. Outside corner, as I was going to say. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 now on Marcus, sophomore from Bear Creek. Check swing, and that's down low. 2-1. Top of the order, Brett Griffiths on deck. A lot of home runs lately. This stadium doesn't. Of course, the weather gets a little better. The ball flies a little better, but still, that one was smashed. 2-1 pitch outside for a ball, 3-1. That one was absolutely smashed. And I think Jake got to second base before he really realized he was just running. I'm just going to keep running until they tell me to stop. Babata hits a sharp grounder down to first base. Nice play down there by Fuller, staying with the hop. And he retires Marcus himself. 2 outs here in the 4th inning, and Brett Griffiths will be the hitter. Leadoff man walked in the 1st, then grounded to 3rd back in the 3rd inning, so he is 0 for 1. Coming off a 4-hit game on Tuesday and coming in with a .363 average. Nino's delivery. Brett takes a ball. We talked about Modesto's .308 team batting average. Beavers were at .220 for much of the season. They've got that up over .250 at .251. Their on-base percentage .351. They've hit 9 home runs before today, make that 10. As Brett lines that one foul down the left field line. And I guarantee somebody yelled, "That's fair," out of the diamond. They had to. You're not a baseball player if you don't, because baseball players have very long memories for stuff like that. Except for Stones. He was, yeah. Breaking ball. Nice pitch by Nino. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yes, he did. He says, I'm taking one for the team, and he did that every time he got up. Breaking ball is hit high and short down the left field line. Probably be a foul ball given Chase his Coes. He can't get there, and it is a foul ball. So Brett will get himself another chance at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now there's a distinction between taking one for the team and just disregard for your own physical well-being, which I know you've had on many occasions, but had nothing to do with baseball. Nick Golden on deck if Brett should get something started here with 2 outs. Beavers have scored twice in the inning. Brett takes that one in the dirt. Evens it up at 2-2. Griffith takes outside in the dirt again, so he runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pirates in the runner-up spot in the Big 8 Conference at 13-6, tied for that spot behind San Joaquin Delta College. 3-2 is fouled off. Beavers looking for win number 4 in their conference season. Out into the nature area over there. I noticed the bicycle guy doesn't go to the nature area. He doesn't go to the edge of it and then leave his bike. He just kind of goes, "You guys go get that. I'm not getting that." That's ball 4. Good at bat by Brett Griffiths, his 2nd walk of the day. It'll bring up Nick Golden, who singled on a bunt back in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. And I'm sure he's sitting there going, if I bunt again and they don't go after it, that might be my best plan. But you can't really count on that. Aaron Martinez, the 3rd baseman, is even with the bag at 3rd. Fuller, of course, holding Griffiths on at first base. Golden hitting .240 coming in out of El Camino High School. Takes that one outside. 1-0. Jose Vega to follow. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Rounding second, heading for 3rd is Griffin. There's a throw coming in from right field, but he's going to be cut off by the shortstop Nunez. It's a single for Golden. Solid single. 1st and 3rd now. And here's Jose Vega, who has struck out and singled. Struck out back in the 1st and then dropped a single in front of Contreras in center field in the 3rd. So Jose is 1 for 2. The Beavers have scored twice. They have 2 hits in the inning and runners at 1st and 3rd. Vega 383 coming in, a home run and 15 batted in. Let's see if Golden's taken off. That's hit to left field, but it's going to stay up for Jason Coase. He comes in and makes the running catch for the third out. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the top of the 5th. We got a new ball game. We're all tied at 2. Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
I know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the 5th. Pretty interesting ball game out here. Chris Toy helping me out. Stones McCoy roaming the field. Matt Pearson on the PA. Still, although he was thrown out of the game. Mackenzie, the scoreboard operator, also thrown out of the game. She is also still here, still wearing a sweatshirt, which I don't know, because as we know, I'm the coldest person in the world, and I'm not wearing a sweatshirt. So obviously there's something going on. Logan Hart, Paul Contreras, Bryce Campbell, the top of the order for the Pirates. Hart with a ground out and a sacrifice, so he is 0 for 1 in the game today. 331 coming in with a trio of home runs, 38 runs batted in. Logan out of Turlock High School. Check swing, did he go? I guess not, because no one's saying anything. They're going to ask the umpire first. He says no, and I am not going to quibble with what he says. I'll tell you that right now. I have to do another half inning or I don't get paid. So, yeah, that definitely played blinded by the light. 1-0 on Hart. Takes that one in there for a strike, 1-1. I think it might be Blind by the Light. I think it might be a Springsteen song that they covered. I think I'll have to check on my rock and roll archives on that one. That's outside, 2-1. I know there's one of them like that. 2 balls and 1 strike, or maybe Springsteen covered that. I don't know. Get the info for me, Chris Toy. 2-1 pitch, swung on a miss, took something off that one on the outside corner. Evens it up at 2-2. So Blinded by the Light off Springsteen's first album. Now, was that that's called strike 3, and he's out. Logan Hart. That is strikeout number 4 for Tyler Moore. So Blinded by the Light is a song written and recorded by Springsteen back in 73, and then Manfred Mann came along and said, we haven't had a song since Do What Diddy Diddy Dum Diddy Do back in the 60s. Let's take this one and make it a hit. Here's Contreras at his high for a ball. Bottom line is could have played that song and got it, it's an indirect reference, even gives you a reason to be blinded. So, it's really making excuses for you. It's hit well down the left field line. That is hooking, and it is foul. Contreras with an infield single back in the first and fly to right in the third. So Paul is 1 for 2, comes in with a very respectable 346 average. Out of Gregori High School in Modesto, a right-handed hitter. 6'3", just to keep it going for Modesto. They're all a very tall team. Check swing, and they're going to say he went around on that one. 1-2. Bryce Campbell, who had the big 2-run double back in the third, is on deck. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. So 2 in a row for Tyler Moore. 5 strikeouts so far for the right-hander, and here's Bryce Campbell, who struck out in the first and then came in and sliced a 2-run double down the right field line back in the third to momentarily give the Pirates a 2-0 lead. Beavers tied it up in the bottom of the fourth on the Jake Morrell 2-run home run. A little activity in the Pirates bullpen down the right field line. Moore's first pitch bounces in there, so it's a ball, 1-0. Jacob Coe is on deck. Campbell out of Turlock, California. Right-hand hitting second baseman. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 6 home runs and now 31 runs batted in for Bryce, who was .278 coming into the affair. 2 teams will wrap it up tomorrow down in Modesto. And then the Beavers have just Santa Rosa Junior College next week, home on Tuesday and Friday. That's hit right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. So Campbell gets his second hit of the day. Hit that one very hard as well. He's at first with 2 outs, and that will bring up Jacob Coase, who has struck out twice in the ball game so far. Jacob, the left fielder for the Pirates. .323 on the season, a pair of home runs, 26 RBI. 6 hits now for the Pirates. 2 of those by Bryce Campbell. And Moore is going to go over to first base. Jake Morrell puts the tag on, but his heart really wasn't in it. He knew he was too late. Aaron Martinez, the third baseman, number 5 hitter, waits on deck. If Coase can keep it going for the Pirates here, as Moore's going to go over to first again. That one short hop, Jake, but he knocked it down. And they're going to go 3 times in a row to try to keep Bryce Campbell close to the bag. That's in there for a call strike. Short lead at first by Campbell. He's not going. Sharply hit. That is going to get into center field for another base hit. Rounding second is Campbell. He will make third as the throw from Babada comes into Jaden Reynolds. So 2 singles with 2 outs, and it's first and third for Aaron Martinez. Aaron has hit 2 sharp grounders to shortstop. We're going to have a meeting at the mound for the Beavers. We'll step away for just a second. We're in the top of the 5th inning here at Beaver Field. 2 on and 2 out, and a score of 2-2.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Meeting at the mound is over, and Aaron Martinez coming to the plate. 339 coming in for Aaron. He's hit the ball very sharply, both times right at Darren Eels at shortstop, so he is 0 for 2. His 2 home runs and 35 driven in. He's got a runner at third, a runner at first, and 2 outs. First pitch, a slice foul down the right field line. Right into that dugout area where we had some activity for the Pirates. Number 13, Trenton Wood. Number 22, Cooper Lands. A couple of guys. Double barrel activity, I believe they call that. Inside corner, that's a beautiful pitch right there by Tyler Moore. Makes it 0-2. Two strikes, see if Coase is going from first base. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. A big batter by Tyler Moore. No runs, 2 hits. He left 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're still all tied at 2.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the fifth inning from a very action-packed Beaver Field. 2-2 is our score. Jaden Reynolds, Darren Eels, and Wyatt Winalski against Christopher Nino, who's gone through the first 4 innings, given up 2 runs on 6 hits. He has struck out 4. Here's Jaden Reynolds. He has flied to center and dropped a single into left center field, so he is 1 for 2. Comes in at 357. One of the real bright spots for the Beavers this year, this freshman second baseman. Pops that one up behind us, and so it won't stay in the field of play. 0-1 on Jaden Reynolds. Darren Eels to follow, then Wyatt Winalski. That is a good-looking pitch, but a little bit too low, so it's 1-1. Looks like we got a pinch hitter on deck for Darren Eels. Looks like Jack Williamson, with thanks to McKenzie for pointing that out. I was busy dodging the Hornets, who have decided to come in today. Not Sac State, actual. Oh, okay. And then I've got a force shield. They won't come after me. 2-1 on Reynolds. Line drive, base hit right field. Turned that one over, did Jaden Reynolds, his second hit of the day. That's 7 hits for the Beavers, and Jack Williamson will be hitting. Comes out in the 5th inning for Darren Eels, who actually, I don't know if I didn't see if he was out in the defense. He might have been, since he was the guy that the interference was called on. You never know if he was involved in the logistical things. We don't think he was the one thrown out, but he certainly could have been. Check swing by Williamson, and it's outside for a ball. It does seem like an odd time to be pinch hitting for your number 5 hitter, who did strike out his first time up, then was called out on interference his second time. Williamson takes a strike, 1-1. $160 for Williamson, who pops that one out of play. Make that $158 for Jack. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside and high. The throw to second base is going to be close, and he is out at second base. A perfect throw from Carson Kripe to second base, and the tag applied. So that is the first out of the inning for the Beavers. The pitch was high and outside. It evens the count at 2-2 on Jack Williamson. It took a perfect throw, but it also took a pitch that was easy for Kripe to throw on, and he got that a high outside fastball. Swing and a miss by Williamson, and going from guy in first and no outs, all of a sudden it is 2 outs here. Strikeout number 5 for Christopher Nino, and that brings up Wyatt Winalski, who has flied to center and flied to center. So Wyatt is 0 for 2. See if Jack Williamson is out at shortstop when the top of the 6th comes around. I assume he will be. Winalski hits it sharply down to first. Fuller stays in front, makes the play, and tags the bag. So no runs to hit, nobody left. We go to the 6th. Pirates 2, Beavers 2.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the 6th inning, Tyler Moore out there for his 6th inning of work. He's given up 7 hits. He's given up 2 runs. Tyler struck out the side back in the 5th inning, so that gives him 6 strikeouts on the game, and he will face Landon Nunez, Titus Wheelock, and Carson Kripe. 6, 7, and 8. Brett Griffiths goes from third to shortstop, and Jack Williamson takes over at third base for the Beavers, so Darren Eels is out of the game. Moore finishing up the warm-up tosses. Duncan Hansen assumes the position behind the plate, and we are ready to go here in the top of 6. It would have been a very good game and a very interesting game as well. Well pitched so far by Nino and by Moore. Nunez has ground out to third, a sharp ground out to third back in the 2nd, and he's singled in the 4th, so he is 1 for 2. Landon Nunez is out of Oakdale, California, another sophomore. Hits it sharply down to first. Morrell stabs it, goes over and tags the bag. So Jose Vega loosening up, today's DH loosening up in the pen for the Beavers. Also, Aiden Nielsen warming up, number 55. Hopefully he'll get in the game because I know that Matt doesn't like to say double nickel. And he'll have to because he promised he would the next time he came in the game. Here's Wheelock, who grounded to third and then blasted a double to right center, and he takes a strike. Titus 1 for 2, 286 on the year for the designated hitter with 3 home runs and 28 batted in. A team with a 308 team batting average takes inside for a ball, 1-1. 28 home runs on the season for the Pirates, as they are on their 34th game here today at 23-10, 13-6 in Big 8 conference play. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now on Titus Wheelock. I think you have to be 6'2" to be on the starting lineup for Modesto, except for the pitcher. Nino is not. That's fouled out of play, but all the position players and the DH look to be 6'1" is the short. I think Carson Kripe is 6'1", listed at 6'1", the catcher, but everybody else is much taller than my high school basketball team. That's all I'm saying. Of course, that was a long time ago. People are taller now. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Tyler Moore. His 7th of the game, and that'll bring up Carson Kripe, who has a solid single to right field in the 3rd and then grounded out to first base in the 4th. So Carson is 1 for 2. He came in just over 300 at 301. No home runs, but 21 runs batted in. He batted one in, or knocked one in on Tuesday in the 6-4 Pirate win down in Modesto, which they had 7 hits but got 8 walks from Beavers pitchers. First pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0. They have 7 hits through 5 2/3 innings in this one, but I think Moore's only walked 1. That one is a strike on the outside corner, evens it up at 1-1. Nice day for a baseball game. Good crowd out here just kind of soaking it all in. I think we did see a canine, a very small one. That's ball 2-1. I think they might be sitting out in the right field bleachers by the bullpen. 2 balls and 1 strike. Modesto scored their 2 back in the 3rd inning. Beavers answered in the 4th with 2 of their own. And we're 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Misses badly with that one, 3-1. Tyler Moore pitch count, got to be getting up there with the 7 strikeouts through 5 2/3 innings. 3-1 pitches in there for a strike, 3-2. Dylan Fuller, the first baseman to follow for the Pirates. I think Modesto plays Sacramento City in their final series of the season. 3-2 pitch, just misses ball 4. Second walk by Tyler Moore. That'll bring up Dylan Fuller, who has walked and flied to center, so he is 0 for 1. Kripe down at first base. Fuller out of Pittman High down in Turlock, another left-handed hitter. Oh, just for the record, just 6 feet tall. So, yeah, one of the little people on the Modesto team. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner in there for a strike on 1. Outfield, medium deep, and drawn around kind of off the lines towards center as Moore goes to first base to get Kripe back. Wyatt Winalski plays very far off the line in right field, and Golden doing the same in left, but Bada straight away and deep in center field. Wind kind of blowing out a little bit, kind of moving around. Moore to the plate, 0-1, 1-1. That one's too high. That's a beautiful pitch in there for a strike, 1-2. Kripe leading at first base. Not a big lead over there for Carson. 1-2 pitch coming up to Fuller. Sharp big grounder up the middle. Stabbed up and missed by Griffin. It's into center field, a base hit. Do or die for Brett Griffiths going to his left side. And Fuller comes up with a single. That's runners at first and second, 2 outs. And Logan Hart, the leadoff man, coming to the plate. He has grounded out, sacrificed, and took a call third strike. So Logan is 0 for 2, but he hits 331 clip near the top of the team lead with 38 RBI. Babada got it in quickly, so having to stop at second was Carson Kripe. Check swing, he went around. 0-1. We're using the off-speed pitch to get ahead in the count, 0-1. Activity in both bullpens. We've had several pitchers up for both teams. As Moore in his 6th inning of work, and Nino's about to go into his 6th inning of work. Swung on and fouled, so Tyler quickly ahead in the count, 0-2 on Logan Hart. Really am fascinated by that umbrella, the Modesto umbrella. Good colors, good spread on that. Good 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply, big hop at Griffiths at shortstop. He's going to go across the diamond to first. A little high, but Morrell brings it down, and the Beavers are out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Beavers 2, Pirates 2. got dragged there, and I didn't. What, he's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
Just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
I know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Bottom of the sixth inning here from Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. Stones McCoy slides back into the engineer chair, which is always trouble. I'm glad, Stones, I need to speak with you. I'm glad you were not up here when all the brouhaha occurred, because I don't think you would have handled it as well as your compadre, Chris.
No, I think he did the right thing. I may have just got all of my stuff together and walked out of the booth.
Now, where were you when all that was going on? I know you roamed the field like none other. Where
Yeah.
were you when all that was going down?
I was actually on a business call with my new job.
Oh, geez. You don't have to bring that stuff in there.
I
People
know.
don't want to hear about that.
But that's where I was, so I had no clue as to what happened. But I did watch the replay. Quite fun.
Oh, okay. So you can comment on the interference?
Yes, I can.
Okay, we'll talk about that at a future date. Duncan Hansen will be the first hitter against Christopher Nino. Duncan shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's in there for a strike. Nino giving up 7 hits so far in the 2 runs. 5 strikeouts for Christopher. Hansen takes that one and just misses inside, 1-1. Jake Morrell to follow, then Marcus Babada, 7, 8, 9 in the lineup for the Beavers here in the bottom of the 6th of a 2-2 game. Hansen chops that one foul down the third base line. And again, somebody would yell fair in the dugout, but I think everybody's afraid to do that, because I'm sure they've been warned, like, next person that says anything, we're going to call your mom or something. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Duncan Hansen. Duncan at 259 was flied to left and walked, scored a run back in the 4th inning. Swings and fouls that one off, and stays alive at 1-2. We had so many people that's large cameras. I'm sure somebody got a picture of all that's been going on. Breaking ball's lined to left field. That'll get down for a base hit in front of Coes in left. Hansen waited for that one, and Duncan rips it into left field. He is at first with nobody out. 8th hit for the Beavers, and here comes Jake Morrell, who has the biggest hit. And we're going to a pitching change, it looks like, here for the Pirates. We'll step away with a runner on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. We are all tied at 2.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Town. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln.
Jason Deshawn, the new pitcher, sophomore out of Brookings, Oregon, Brookings Harbor High School. He is making his 11th appearance of the year for Modesto. He has 1 win, no losses, 3 saves, 20 2/3 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts. Make that 16 strikeouts and 13 walks and a 6.53 ERA. So he'll come in here with Jacob Morrell coming to the plate, and I'm sure that manager Alex Leach was thinking about Jake's last appearance against Chris Nino, which was a 2-run home run to right field, and that made it a little easier to make a pitching change here for Deshaun. So Jason at 6'2", a sophomore, will come on to face Jake Morrell. He'll be followed by Marcus Babada, the base hit from Duncan Hansen. He is now 1 for 2. Duncan scored back in the fourth right ahead of that Jake Morrell home run. So here comes Jake Morrell himself. 2 home runs now, 4 runs batted in. For Jake, he was hitting .211 coming in. He doubled down the left field line back in the second inning, then hit the 2-run home run. The hits couldn't have been any different or more different, but they both count. Deshaun's first pitch off speed on the outside corner, so he's ahead in the count 0-1. Morrell, left-handed hitter out of Whitney High School, a sophomore. Also sees mound duty for the Beavers. That's a high fastball. Good speed on it, but misses the strike zone, so it's 1-1 on Jake Morrell. I would ask all the guys manning the gun and stuff, telling them how fast that was, but they've all been ejected from the booth, so can't do that. Morrell swings and fouls that one off the end of the bat. Goes over toward the on-deck circle, picked up by Babada. So it's now 1-2 on Jake. We had some fans come by between innings, want us to sign a baseball because they'd never seen a press box get ejected before. We said, we'll sign it for you, but if you're in possession of it, they'll probably throw you out of here. Fastball, called strike 3, inside corner. Great location right there from Jason Deshaun as he got Morrell leaning out over the outside corner, brought it in on the inside, and 1 out, and here's Marcus Babada. Marcus struck out in the second, grounded out to first base in the fourth, hit it hard, but right at Dylan Fuller at first base. Hansen at first, short lead. Babada pops it up on the infield, called it shortstop by Nunez. Onto the outfield grass, reaches out and makes the catch for the second out. So Deshaun so far, a strikeout and a pop-up. And here's Brett Griffiths, who has walked twice and grounded to third. Started out at third base. He is now at shortstop for the Beavers as Jack Williamson came in for Darren Eels, and he is now manning third base. Brett, 363 on the year, 0 for 1 today. Gotten to third twice, hasn't scored a run yet. Breaking ball misses high, 1-0. Brett with 30 runs scored. Leads the team in that category. Also 363, just behind Jose Vegas, 383 starting play today. Deshaun, the right-hander, in relief of Nino. Swinging a miss at a fastball. 1-1, not many guys get it by Brett. Good speed on the fastball from Deshaun. Evens the count up at 1-1. Short lead by Hansen at first. Brett hits it sharply, but right out to Nunez at shortstop. Scoops it up on the side, throws to second, gets the force out. Fielder's choice for Griffiths. 3 outs for the Beavers. We go to the top of the 7th. We're still tied at 2.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Moving on to the top of the 7th, Tyler Moore still out on the hill for the Beavers. He's given up 2 runs on 8 hits. so far, struck out 7 and walked 2. He'll face Paul Contreras, Bryce Campbell, and Jacob Nose. The first 3 hitters for the Pirates, 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Pirates. Contreras is 1 for 3. Campbell is 2 for 3. And Coase is 1 for 3. Moore finishes up the warm-up tosses. Duncan Hansen, who was on the bases, comes out and assumes his position behind the dish, and we're ready to go here in the top of the 7th of what's really good game so far. Big hits on both sides. A 2-run double by Bryce Campbell for the Pirates, and a 2-run home run for Jake Morrell for the Beavers, and we stand tied at 2. Beavers was still Tyler Moore. Christopher Nino started with the first 5+ innings. Gave way to Jacob Deshawn, who was very impressive coming in relief. Swing and a miss by Contreras. Closes the book on Nino, who went 5+ innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Contreras swings and misses again. So Christopher, 5-1 coming in, will not be in the decision. That is Deshawn right now and Tyler Moore. 0-2 on Contreras, who hit .346 coming in. Swings and fouls that one off, stays alive. Has 6 home runs on the year. From Grigori High School down in Modesto. Great day for baseball out here at Beaver Field. Call strike 3. Moore picks up strikeout number 8 on a perfectly placed pitch. 0-2 to Contreras, and it'll bring up Bryce Campbell, who struck out in the first, but since then he's sliced a 2-run double down the right field line and singled to center. So Bryce is 2 for 3. 278 on the year, has 31 runs batted in now to go with 6 home runs. Right-handed hitting second baseman against Moore. Check swing, and he did not go. I don't think he went. Okay, that's fine. Could have just asked me, but again, officially I might be thrown out. I don't know if I'm really here. I'm on the shadow. I'm the shadow people. That one's in there for a strike. One ball and 1 strike. Check swing, yes, he went 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Number 9 for Moore. 2 in a row here in the 7th inning, and that'll bring up Jacob Coase, who struck out twice his first 2 times, but then had a solid single back in the 5th inning. So Jacob is 1 for 3. 323 on the season for Jacob out in left field for the Pirates. From Ripon Christian, which Snows McCoy informed me was in Ripon, California, which I never would have guessed. Puzzled that out for myself, but that's why he makes the big bucks. 0-1 now. That's in the dirt, 1-1. We're in the top of the 7th. Tied at 2 here. Big 8 conference action. Modesto with their eye toward a possible conference title. Swing and miss by Coase. Beavers trying to spoil that idea. Almost did on Tuesday, losing that one 6-4 in a very well-played game in which they did issue 8 free passes, but their pitchers held the Pirates to just 7 hits on the day. That's it, right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. So Coase gets down in the count, comes up with his 2nd straight base hit. He's at first base with 2 outs, and it'll bring up Aaron Martinez, who's hit the ball sharply twice to shortstop and struck out. So Aaron is 0 for 3. He has hit number 9 for the Pirates. Talked about their team batting average of .308. And on-base percentage of .433. Right down the middle from Tyler Moore. 0-1 on Martinez. Len Nunez, the shortstop, on deck. Good lead at first base by Coase. The pitch is in there again for a strike, 0-2. Martinez not quite on the same page as that one. 0-2. Little squibber right back to the mound, taken out of the air by Tyler Moore. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of inning number 7. We are all tied at 2.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of the 7th inning, 2-2. McKenzie and Stones, you can comment on this if you wish. McKenzie has made us all feel better by taking off her sweatshirt after wearing it for 6.5 innings plus, like 20 minutes before the game.
Now I'm feeling cool.
I know. It's
just
nice.
like she is.
Yes.
You know?
I think basically she did not want to be identified as one of the people that was thrown out of the press box.
Correct, yeah.
She took the sweatshirt off, and now she's, I don't know who you're talking about.
She's changed identities entirely.
You know, I feel bad for people who might just be joining us.
Yeah, you missed a fun one.
You missed a fun one. You missed a situation where the Pirates scored their 2 runs in the 3rd on it. A double down the right field line by Bryce Campbell, which was a double. We're not arguing with that. It was a close call whether it was fair or foul.
Yes.
Nolsky and Wright thought it was foul, but it was called fair. Okay, that's fine. But then the Beavers had runners at first and third. Darren Eels at the plate, and runner at first. Reynolds stole second. The throw was a little too late. The umpire called Darren Eels out for interfering with the play, and that got everybody going. We will continue in a second as Deshaun faces Nick Golden, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. That got Coach Doug Jumale thrown out of the game. That got Willie Tatum thrown out of the game. And then when our music guy, the great Matt Pearson, put on what he says is a prearranged playlist, he has no control, and is playing Three Blind Mice, I don't think that's possible. Do you, Stones? I don't think so.
I do.
0-1 pitch, and that hit Nick, I think. Yeah, it did. He's going to hobble. Oh, man, don't want to make fun of that. He's hobbling his way down to first base. First hit batter of the game. But anyway, so Darren was called out. That subsequently got Coach Jumale ejected, and he earned that. He's, whatever the fine is, he earned it. He's going to wear it. So, also a player. And then the Three Blind Mice came out, and the base umpire immediately ran back and said, turn that off, and he threw out the PA announcer, which is Matt, and then he threw everybody out in the whole press box. And, I'm an American. I grew up in the age of in the '60s, so yeah. I don't leave. I'm protesting, so I'm staying here. But eventually they cleared out a couple of people up here. But we're all here. Stones is here. I'm here. McKenzie, thankfully, is here with no sweatshirt, and Matt is still here. Breaking ball's in there for a strike, and you don't want to throw Matt out because then you show up. They're the 2 most important people because people show up to the game. They can't tell who's up if he doesn't tell them, and they can't tell the score if she's not running the scoreboard.
100%.
So they did not think that went through. Anyway, we're all still here. It's a great game, 2-2. Pitches on the outside corner for a strike to Jose Vega, who was struck out, singled, and fly to left. So Golden hit by a pitch. He's down at first. Vega now with a 0-2 count. Jose hitting .383 coming in, has a home run and 15 runs batted in. Hits it sharply right at second base. And it right through second base into right field. That's Campbell, couldn't make the play. Was thinking of the double play already. And it's picked up out and right by Logan Hart. First error of the game. And it's a big one as it gives the Beavers runners at first and third with nobody out. And Jaden Reynolds at the plate. Just a tailor-made ground ball. Maybe a little slower than Campbell thought. Looked like he was already thinking double play. It got through his legs into right field. Golden obviously on the move, went all the way around to third. Vega's now at first. And here's Reynolds, who has flied to center and singled twice. Nobody out here in the 7th. Deshaun's pitch is popped up. That may stay in play. Fuller goes over, and he goes behind the dugout. And does he make the catch? No, he doesn't make the catch because Reynolds is still up. Can't see behind the dugout. The umpire didn't give him really marked. I looked to the umpire to give some sort of sign. He I guess he was still mad at us because he didn't. Cole Pacheco warming up for the Pirates down there, Penn, as Reynolds will get another chance at 0-1. That's popped up again. Giving chase is Kripe behind the plate, and he won't get after that. That was tremendous. The fan that got up and ran away, and it hit right where she was sitting, and she has a Raider shirt on. Well done. Well done. That was the best side of Matt Pearson right there. No, she's a fan. She can run away from the ball, and it came right down where she was sitting. Matt Pearson, you had a softball come around you, and you ran away from it. So there's a different thing. You are held to a higher standard, my friend. That's all I'm going to say. I do say there were similarities in the plays. I will say that. 0-2. Reynolds takes a fastball outside. I guess I want to be fair to Matt because there were similarities. But I think she did a great job of figuring out exactly where it was going to hit because before it got over the screen, she was out of there. She was taken off. I am not staying for this. Chopper up the middle. That is taken by the shortstop. Chopper on second, throws to first. Double play, but a run does score. That's a tremendous play by Nunez at shortstop. He made the stab, tagged the bag, and went to first and got Reynolds by half a step. Golden does score, though. No RBI for Reynolds, but a run for the Beavers nonetheless. Unearned run. They lead it 3-2, and here is Jack Williamson. Could have been a lot worse for the Pirates, but a fine play by Nunez. And Reynolds, one of the quickest players on the team, still cut down at first base by the half step. But he put the ball in play and got the run in. And the Beavers lead 3-2. A hit by pitch, an error, and an infield out. Here's Williamson, who struck out back in the fifth in his first appearance. He shows bunt, pulls it back. It's too high. Darren Neal started, then Williamson came on in the fifth inning. He's taken over at third base. Griffiths moves from third to shortstop. Williamson takes it inside, 2-0. He's followed in the lineup by Wyatt Winalski. Williamson pops it up. Second baseman Campbell coming on. Makes the catch for the third out. So the Beavers score the unearned run here in the seventh. We go to the top of the eighth. They lead it 3-2.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Fast swung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of the eighth inning. Beavers on top 3-2. Luke Austin comes out of the pen. He will take over for Tyler Moore, who was tremendous here. 7 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. He's looking for his second win of the season. And Austin will come in and take over on the mound. Luke making his 16th appearance of the season. He is 0-4, 54 2/3 innings, 30 strikeouts, 32 walks. 5.60 on the ERA for the left-hander from Minnesota, and he will face Landon Nunez, Titus Wheelock, and Carson Kripe. The first 3 hitters for the Pirates, 6, 7, and 8. Nunez has singled and grounded out twice, but hit the ball hard a couple of times. Williamson playing even with the grass at third against the left-hand hitting Nunez, who has a home run and 20 runs batted in, and takes the first pitch down the middle for a strike. Grounded to third in the second inning, singled in the fourth, and then grounded out to first back in the sixth. Landon hitting .371 coming in. Breaking ball's lined into center field for a base hit. Reynolds giving chase, thought he might have a chance at that one tailed back, but it's a clean base hit for Nunez. 10th hit for the Pirates. He is in first with nobody out, and Tyus Wheelock, who was grounded to third, doubled to right center, and struck out, comes to the plate. Titus hitting .286 coming in. 3 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Nunez at first base with nobody out. And Austin's going to go over there, keep him close. Jake Morrell at first, Jaden Reynolds at second, Brett Griffiths is at short, and Jack Williamson at third. Golden in left, Babat in center, Winolski in right. Duncan Hansen behind the plate for Luke Austin. Takes it outside, Willock. 1-0. Carson Kripe, the catcher, on deck. That one sails high and outside again. Nice job by Hansen to pull that one down. Makes it 2-0. And Duncan's going to go out and talk to Austin. Beavers come up with the unearned run in the bottom of the 7th to take the lead 3-2, their first lead of the day. They trailed 2-0 early. Then Jake Morrell with the 2-run home run tied it at 2 in the 4th. Nothing for either team until the unearned run for the Beavers in the bottom of the 7th. Now Tyler Moore is out. Luke Austin is in. And Wheelock is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. That one misses outside again, so it's 3-0. High and outside, ball 4. First and second, nobody out, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound for the Beavers. And I think we're going to have a pitching change, as I saw the umpire signal somebody in. So and we know whatever he wants, he's going to get. So we are going to get a pitching change. We're going to step away for just a second. Top of the 8th, Beavers lead this one 3-2. Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then
respond.
run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me to
yeah, I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
Fine.
again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Jose Vega once, so you'd think maybe they're going to do the sacrifice situation here against Jose Vega. Cameraman on the field, Chris. I guess he didn't get thrown out, so that's good. That's good. We'll have to get a final list after who was actually thrown out of this game and who was reassigned, so to speak. We had a couple guys up here that got reassigned. We steadfastly refused to go. We were squatting here. And I think we outlasted it, so we're okay. We stayed here. McKenzie stayed. Matt stayed. Yeah. It'll be the 2-minute report like in basketball where they say, yeah, everybody, that was a terrible call. We cost you the game. Sorry. So here's Kripe, who was singled, grounded out, and walked. So Carson is 1 for 2 in the game today. He was 0 for 2 with an RBI on Tuesday in the 6-4 Pirates win. Carson 301 on the season. Coming in at third is Williamson. Morrell coming down the plane from first base as Carson shows bunt. Pulls the bat back, and it's inside for a ball from Jose Vega. 1 ball and no strikes on Cripe. Dylan Fuller, the first baseman, on deck. Number 9 hitter in the order. Beavers in at the corners, hoping a double play up the middle. Cripe takes outside and high. So Beavers pitchers, 6 straight balls here. Wheelock with the 4-pitch walk, and now 2-0 on Cripe, who I would imagine is going to make him throw a strike before he even drops one down, but who knows? Pulls that bat back, and it's in there for a strike. Jake Morrell came all the way down and went to the third base side of the pitcher's mound, which you don't usually see. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Carson Cripe. 21 runs batted in for Carson on the season. No home runs up to this point. It's a high fly to center field. Babata's giving ground going to his left. He's got it. Tag at second. The throw's going to come all the way in. It's a one-hopper, and it's going to be too late. Backed up. And luckily for the Beavers, Wheelock stays at first base. Going into third is Nunez. So a fly out by Cripe, but he does advance one of the runners at least, so he does his job on a line drive to center field and bring up Dylan Fuller. Tying run at third base. 1 out now here in the 8th. Fuller has walked, flied to center, and singled. So Dylan is 1 for 2, coming in at 268. 2 home runs, 14 batted in. Left-handed hitter. Out of Pittman High School down in Turlock. Fastball gets the outside corner. 0-1. Wheelock doesn't look like he is a threat to steal. So that will take a little pressure off the infield for the Beavers. Although I've been surprised before. Titus with a short lead over there is held on by Jake Morrell. 0-1 coming up to Fuller. Breaking ball in there for a strike. So Vega quickly ahead of Dylan Fuller, 0-2 with Logan Hart to follow the top of the order for the Pirates. Scored both of their runs back in the 3rd inning on a 2-run double by Bryce Campbell. Vega, the 3rd Beavers pitcher, 2nd this inning, and he's ahead 0-2 on Dylan Fuller. That's fouled back to the screen, right by the great Jamil Pugh, who does what you're supposed to, just kind of leans casually out of the way. Doesn't run away. Doesn't pull a Pearson. Although the fan did a better job of running away than Matt did. I have to get Matt off the hot seat because she did a tremendous. She calculated it was coming right to where she was, and she just took off. 0-2 coming up again to Fuller. Fastball just misses outside, 1-2. Good take by Fuller. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Double play depth in the middle for the Beavers. Williamson still on the infield grass and even with the bag at third base. Morrell now not holding Wheelock on. Breaking ball's hit well to right field. Winalski on his horse, going to go back, reach up, make a fine running catch, but tagging at third base and scoring is Nunez, and we have a tie ball game. Sacrifice fly for Fuller. A tremendous play out there by Winalski, who had to run back and get that one, and Wheelock stays at first base, but the run scores. It is tied at 3, and with 2 outs, Logan Hart coming to the plate. Dylan Fuller really hit that ball well. And give credit to Nunez for going from 2nd to 3rd on the fly out to center field to put himself in position for that sacrifice fly. RBI for Fuller. And here's Logan Hart, who's grounded out, sacrifice, struck out, and then grounded out again. Morrell playing behind the runner at 3rd. Nice breaking pitch in there for a strike. Williamson on the grass at 3rd. Outfield straight away and medium deep. Winalski a little bit deeper in right field. That's a good thing he was for Fuller. He can get back and get on that one. We are tied at 3. High fastball held up by Logan Hart. Even in the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Comes in this game at 3:31. He was 1 for 4 with a run batted in on Tuesday. These two teams conclude the series tomorrow down in Modesto, and the Beavers home for 2 next week against Santa Rosa Junior College to end the season. Outside for a ball. We'll be broadcasting the game on Friday. I think that's a 2:30 first pitch. We'll be over at Becky Russ Field on Tuesday, however, doing the last softball game of the season, ARC against Diablo Valley. That is a 3 p.m. start. Check us out on ARC Athletics, Stones Radio Network's YouTube. Subscribe and never miss a game, never miss an event here at ARC. Fastball just misses outside. And Hart up on the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Paul Contreras to follow. Wheelock at first base. He walked earlier in the inning. 3-1 pitch coming to Hart. Hit sharply but foul down the first base line. Down into the right field corner, so it's a full count, 3-2 on Logan Hart. Wheelock will get a running start over there and a full count pitch. Three and two. 2 outs here in the 8th. Ball 4. So Hart walks. Wheelock moves to second base, and that'll bring up Paul Contreras, who had an infield single back in the first, fly to right in the third, and has struck out twice since then, once in the 5th and once in the 7th. The center fielder comes out of Grigori High School. He's a freshman, batting .346 with 6 home runs, 34 runs batted in. Right-handed hitter's got, we got a pinch runner now at second base. Looks like Hart is at first base, pinch runner at second. Contreras takes in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1 on Contreras. Jose Vega, the third Beavers pitcher, second of the inning. Popped up, that'll get out of play. Maybe Gavin Farina, number 12 at second base. Gavin Farina, out of Turlock Christian, is the pinch runner for Wheelock. 0-2 on Contreras. Pirates have scored once here in the 8th. They have tied it up at 3. That is a little bit outside. Actually, a lot outside, not to be fair. Yeah, I mean, come on. 1-2. Chris Toy says it was a good waste pitch, so let's count it at that. I mean, he's running the cameras, so he can say what he wants. I don't think he was thrown. Oh, he was not thrown out. Actually, he was thrown out. That's too bad. That's a sharp hit into left field for a base hit. Farina, the pinch runner, is going to come around. He's going to score the go-ahead run. And the Pirates, with a Contreras single, lead this one 4-3. So it's a base hit for Contreras. He picks up an RBI, his 35th. The Pirates have scored twice. They lead it 4-3. The pinch runner is Farina. He scores. Hart had to stay at second base as Golden got it back into the infield. But here's Bryce Campbell. Breaking ball, strike 1. Campbell struck out in the first, doubled in 2 runs in the third, singled in the 5th, and then struck out again in the 7th. So Bryce is 2 for 4, came in at .278. Picked up his 30th and 31st run batted in with that double in the third. Vega steps off. He had Logan Hart going back and forth back out there at second base. Pirates have come up with 2 in the top of the 8th after the Beavers scored once to take the lead momentarily in the bottom of the 7th on an unearned run. That is in there, call strike 2, another off-speed pitch by Vega. 0-2 now on Bryce Campbell. Jacob Coe's on deck. Outfield straightaway and deep for Campbell. His double came down the right field line back in the third. Check swing down low. Nice block by Duncan Hansen. One and two now on Campbell. Bryce out of Turlock, a sophomore, playing at second base today for Modesto Junior College. The Pirates 13-6 in Big 8 conference play. Breaking ball stayed a little bit too high, 2-2.
It looks like on that, the guy's bat hit that catcher's helmet.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Campbell, right-handed hitting second baseman against the right-hander Jose Vega. Hart leads from second, Contreras from first. So check swing, a little chopper out to second base. Reynolds is going to get it and step on the bag himself for the third out. 2 runs on 2 hits. They left 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Modesto back on top, 4-3.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Big thank you to all our sponsors on the Stones Radio Networks that have been behind us all the way on this season. We started off at ARC back in the end of August with soccer and water polo and volleyball and football, and came all the way through basketball and whatever else we did, and now baseball and softball. It's been a great year. Wyatt Winalski will start us off in the bottom of the 8th. It'd be even greater if the Beavers could find a way to come back and win this one against Modesto. The Pirates were leading 2-0. The Beavers tied it up at 2, and then the Beavers took a lead in the bottom of the 7th at 3-2. Pirates come back with 2 in the top of the 8th. Paul Contreras with the RBI single to put Modesto ahead 4-3. And here's Wyatt Winalski against Jason Deshawn, the second pitcher for the Pirates, the pitcher in line to get a win now if he can hold them or his team can. Winalski takes a strike. Wyatt is flied to center twice and grounded to first. Check swing, and that's in there for a strike again. So quickly 0-2 on Winalski. He's followed by Duncan Hansen and Jake Morrell for the Beavers here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Winalski takes the call, strike 3. Second strikeout for Jason Deshawn since he came on back in the 6th inning in relief of Christopher Nino. He went 5+, 8 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Here's Hansen, who's flied to left, singled and walked. Scored a run back in the 4th inning for the Beavers. 2:59 for Duncan. Takes a strike. 0-1. So Deshawn throwing strikes here in the bottom of the 8th. Hansen takes inside, barely misses him. 1 ball, 1 strike on Duncan, the sophomore from Del Campo High School. Breaking ball, call strike on the inside, 1-2. Deshawn in a groove now, the right-hander out of Brookings Harbor High School in Brookings, Oregon. Reaches out and chops that one out to shortstop. Nunez has to play a bad hop, gets it, throws to first, and gets him by half a step. Nunez had to stay with that one and took a bad hop at the end. He did so, 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jake Morrell, who has the big hit for the Beavers in this one, a 2-run home run back in the 4th inning. He also doubled in the 2nd, then struck out looking in the 6th. So Jake is 2 for 3 in this one. Has a pair of home runs on the season now and 4 runs batted in. Marcus Babata is next. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, 0-1. Morrell takes his time, steps out, thinks about it. Thinks about the injustice of it all. Now he's back in the batter's box. That one misses high and outside. 1-1 on Jake Morrell. 2 outs here in the 8th. Pirates up by 1. That one misses outside. 2-1. Morrell's home run, a no-doubter over the fence in straightaway right field. Swing and a miss at that off-speed pitch. 2-2. Was saying, why don't I do that again? He took a fastball the first time. That was an off-speed pitch, a slider or some such nonsense these kids throw today. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Another good inning for Deshaun. We go to the top of the 9th. Modesto leads this one 4-3.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Made our way finally to the top of the 9th inning in a very action-packed afternoon between the Modesto Junior College Pirates and your American River College Beavers. It's the Pirates up 4-3. Jose Vega still on the mound for the Beavers. He came on in relief of Luke Austin back in the 8th inning. He will face Jacob Coase, Aaron Martinez, and Landon Nunez here in the top of the 9th. Pirates trying to improve their record to 14-6 in conference play. Beavers looking for their 4th win of the conference season. Back and forth all game long. A lot of extracurriculars. Coach Doug Jumale, I don't know where he is, but he's not in the dugout. He was ejected back in the 4th inning. Actually, in the 3rd inning. He was ejected a long time ago. So he could have gone down to Chick-fil-A and stayed in line and still got back. Okay, good deal.
It was bottom of the 3rd.
Fastball's high to Coase, who has struck out twice and singled twice. Struck out once, kind of liked it, struck out again, but then said, hey, I got to change my life. 2 solid singles, one in the 5th, one in the 7th for Jacob. He is 2 for 4. That's in the dirt. Came in at .323 with a pair of home runs and 26 runs batted in. Had one of those on Tuesday when he went 1 for 4. Right down the middle for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Jacob Coase. That's in the dirt, 3-1. Perfect conditions out here at Beaver Field. Slight breeze. Game started with 79 degrees, but it felt like 78. And I always go by the felt like, because I don't care what it really is. I want to know what it feels like. It was not sweatshirt weather, I will say that, although some disagree. That is in there for a strike, 3-2. What's our temperature? Well, wait a minute. What's our temperature, though? It's 81, but what does it feel like? Yeah, it does feel like 80. I didn't feel 81. I did feel 80. Uncanny how good that phone is at telling the. Of course, it's Chris Toy, our staff meteorologist here at Stones Radio Networks. 3-2 pitch, call strike 3. A beautiful pitch by Jose Vega. He gets the strikeout of Coes for the first out here in the ninth. Then he'll bring up Aaron Martinez, who grounded to short twice, struck out, and then hit a soft line drive back to the pitcher that Tyler Moore caught back in the top of the seventh inning. Tyler Moore exited after 7, gave up 9 hits, 2 runs, struck out 8, and walked 2. That's in the dirt for a ball. Luke Austin came in, only 2 batters, a single and a walk, and then Vega took over in the 8th, and now starting the top of the 9th here with the strikeout. Jose's first strikeout of the game. Beautiful pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 on Aaron Martinez, who came into the game hitting at .339 for Modesto out of La Grande, California. I was starting to say La Grande, but I think it's La Grande. I was thinking about it. Not LaGrange. Another good-looking pitch in there for a strike. Although, anytime you get a chance to throw an early ZZ Top, you got to do it. Is that Mexican radio? Is that early or later? No. There's got to be. I thought ZZ Top had a Mexican radio song. That's in the dirt. Look it up. Same thing we did with Bruce Springsteen. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Martinez. We'll look up something, ZZ Top, see if it has anything to do with Mexico and or radio, and we'll put it together. Check swing, did he go? I don't think he did. Are we going to ask? Nope, not even going to ask. 3 balls, 2 strikes. When you get older, you just get bits of information floating around in your head, and you try to put them together. Sometimes they fit, sometimes they don't. Sharply hit out towards shortstop that Griffiths waits for it, picks it up, guns it across the diamond, and Martinez is out by a step at first base for the second out here in the ninth, and that'll bring up Landon Nunez, who grounded to third, singled, grounded to first, and singled. We're going to get a meeting at the mound here. See if we're going to get a pitching change. I don't know. Usually the umpire is the one who tells us there's a pitching change. Mexican Blackbird on the Fandango album. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I think maybe it has a different title or something. I'll have to look. I'll have to do my own research for once. Has it something to do with? Okay, I know, Chris. You know your music. You're a fine musician. You know about Wall of Voodoo. I don't know about them, and we have some fans here who go, you know something? We're having too many meetings. I got to go home. So a couple of them get out, and they're going to talk to the young fan who was got out of the way of that foul ball, who's my fan of the day. Heard it on the X. Okay, that's a radio song. There you go. Thank you, Chris Toy. I knew somewhere in the midst of time there was some truth to what I was saying, and that's all I asked for at this point. So here's Nunez, 371 coming in for Landon. Was 0 for 2 on Tuesday. Left-hand hitting shortstop. 2 for 4, scored a run in this one. Fastball's in there for a strike from Jose Vega. Freshman ahead in the count, 0-1. I knew there was something to do with Mexico and radio. See, that's what I told you. You just have to put it together. It was relatively early, too, wasn't it? There you go. That just misses outside. I think I saw ZZ Top at Arco Arena once. I think Jeff Healy was opening up for him. I was like Jeff Healy. He got a little bit of resurgence now with the release of the new Roadhouse because he was in the original Roadhouse. That is high for a ball. He is not in the new one, so I believe that Jeff is no longer with us. Tremendous musician. A great Roadhouse Blues rendition in that movie. That is outside for a ball. I always thought it was kind of dirty pool, though, when Patrick Swayze snuck up on him. He told the bandmates to be quiet, and he snuck up behind him. I mean, where's the accomplishment there? You know what I mean? When they were buddies, they had known each other in different bars, so it was okay. He doesn't have his other senses tuned. Fastball on the corner for a strike. Full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, okay, Wolfman Jack. People don't know who Wolfman Jack was anymore. Of course he was a legend. 3-2 pitch. Call strike 3 outside corner. Vega with 2 strikeouts in the inning. We are going to the bottom of the ninth. The Beavers need one to keep going. They trail it 4-3.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Bottom of the ninth inning, Beavers will go with Marcus Babada, then the top of the order, Brett Griffiths and Nick Golden. Jason Deshawn, who came on in the 6th inning in relief of Christopher Nino, has been very good so far. Has struck out 3, has not given up a hit, has hit a batter, gave up an unearned run back in the 7th. So here's Babada, who was struck out, grounded out, and flied out. Left-hand hitting center fielder. Takes a fastball in there for a strike from Deshawn. Marcus takes on the inside corner now. 0-2. Strike zone appeared to get a little bigger in that top of the ninth inning. Beavers will be well served to remember that. Rolls over, grounded to first. It's going to be tough. Getting there is Deshawn, and he gets there in time and makes the play, stepping on the bag to get him at first base. Fuller with a fine feed over to Jason Deshawn covering, and Babada is out for the first out here in the ninth, and Brett Griffiths will be the hitter. He's walked twice, grounded to third, hit into a fielder's choice. So Brett is 0 for 2 after getting 4 hits on Tuesday in the first game of the series won by the Pirates. Beavers trailing it by 1. Nick Golden on deck. Grant hits it high up in the air to right center field, coming over the right fielder, and its center fielder makes the catch out in center field. I don't think that's Contreras. It's a new center fielder. But he has made the catch in center for the second out. So Nick Golden's the hitter with 2 outs. Jose Vega on deck, hoping he gets a chance here as Golden at the plate. Swings and misses. Nick has a single back in the first, struck out in the third, singled in the fourth, and was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the seventh. So Nick is 2 for 3 in this one. He is the last hope for the Beavers on what has been a very entertaining afternoon here at Beaver Field. Check swing, did he go around? We're going to ask, and he did, yes. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Nick Golden. Nick at 240 coming in with a half dozen runs batted in. Fouls that one off on a fastball from Deshawn. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Deshaun comes in, throws 3 innings, picks up a big win, his second of the season. And the Pirates come out on top in this one. Our final score, Modesto 4, American River College 3. Shout out to Tyler Moore, who went 7 innings, 9 hits, and gave up just 2 runs for the Beavers. The Beavers can't hold a 3-2 lead. Pirates scoring twice in the 8th. That gave them the win at 4-3. For Chris Toy, just to remind you before we say for Chris Toy, we are back in action next Tuesday. It is a 3 o'clock start over in softball, Becky Russ Field. It'll be the Beavers against Diablo Valley. And then American River, final baseball game of the season on Friday, 2:30, when they entertain Santa Rosa Junior College. Now we'll say Mark the Phantom Low here for Chris Toy, for Stones McCoy, for Mackenzie, and for Matt Pearson. We thank you watching, or thanks for watching. Wow, we'll see you next time.